John, I'm going to finally get around to the black box. Talked before about the Jellicorse family and their descendants. Referred to John as born in 1763 to married Margaret Glover. She was born in 1772, and she was the granddaughter of John Glover, who was the Count d'Ade to the Duke of Monmouth, son of Charles II of England. Let's return to the significance of the black box now. Charles I was born in 1600. He became King of England in 1625. And during the next 4 years, Charles called the Parliament 3 times and dissolved it each time because they would not follow his means of raising money. From 1626 to 1640, Charles ruled without a parliament. In 1639, the Scots rebelled. In order to try and secure support to spread Scotland, Charles finally called another called the Long Parliament. It ran from 1640 to 1653 and held its last session in 1660. In 1642, civil war broke out and Oliver Cromwell became a leading general of the Parliament after Charles tried to seize its leaders. And Charles fled to Scotland, and the war ended in 1646. The Scots turned Charles over to Parliament, and he escaped and made a secret agreement with the Scots. The Second Civil War began in January 1648 and lasted about 7 months. Charles again was seized by the Parliament army, tried and convicted of treason, and in 1649 was beheaded. The Charles II, son of Charles I, was the first of the restored Stuart line. The Scots proclaimed him king, but Cromwell defeated his army and he fled to France. After Cromwell died in 1658, Parliament invited Charles II to return and he became king in 1660. James II succeeded his brother to the throne and became king in 1683. James, the youngest son of Charles I, was a Roman Catholic and favored the Catholics in his politics. When James' wife bore him a son, the possibility of another Catholic king was too much for the people. In the Glorious Revolution of 1688, James left England and lived in France until his death in 1701. The Duke of Monmouth, born 1649, with the true name of James Scott, the name Scott came from his wife, was an Englishman who led an unsuccessful rebellion against King Charles II after becoming king, called Monmouth back to England and made him Duke of Monmouth. The Duke of Monmouth was supposedly the son of Charles II of a Welsh lady, barmaid by some related, and therefore was pretended to the throne of England by right of inheritance. The Protestants proclaimed that Charles II and Lucy Walters were married, thus Monmouth was the rightful heir to the throne. The Catholics, James' II followers, did not recognize the marriage and declared Monmouth a bastard child without right to the throne. Charles always recognized Monmouth as his son and bestowed many honors upon him. When the Duke of York became James II in 1685, Monmouth gathered an army in the Netherlands to invade England and demand his crown, as he and his Protestant followers felt it was rightfully his. He landed at Lyme, L-Y-M-E, and issued a proclamation which declared James to be an upstart, a tyrant, a murderer, and further also, and declared himself to be the rightful heir to the throne of England by the proof contained in the black box. The proof would have been a marriage certificate between Charles II and Lucy Walters. At the Battle of Sedgemoor, James' forces defeated Monmouth's small army, and Monmouth was captured and taken to the king before a court headed by Judge Jeffreys. Monmouth begged for his life. He was found guilty of treason, imprisoned in the Tower of London, and executed. Thus ended the life of Monmouth, and one would think we had heard the last of the black box. Earlier we had discussed John Glover, the Count d'Ade of Monmouth, and the keeper of the black box. John Glover, according to the historians, fled the battlefield at Sedgemoor and we, the family, think certainly took the black box with him. Again, according to historians, if the black box indeed held the marriage certificate, Glover would have destroyed it, because if he had been caught with it by James's men, he would have been immediately executed. And the Jellicorse family tree, you may recall that John Jellicorse married John Glover's granddaughter, Margaret,